So Brett, why did you stop reviewing networking events? For those who are new to my channel, which is highly likely as I've not been very active lately, my name's Brett Sheldon, founder of Your Business World. And around 18 months ago, I started reviewing networking events hosted by other organisations. Some said this was a brave move. Now, some people said that was a really ballsy move, but was it really? Well, not really, because it all started as an observation. My business was built on the success that I've had networking over a 15-year career, working with small business owners. And during that time, I've hosted hundreds and I've been to thousands of events. But after COVID, I noticed that networking itself had changed. Normal people, just like you and me, were not getting the value that they should be getting from networking as a business activity, and were simply going through the motions. Now, I knew this from the conversations that I was having day to day with fellow business owners and from attending events myself. Now, had the events themselves changed? Had networking skills been lost during the pandemic? Had people changed? Who knows? I couldn't necessarily put my finger on it. But nonetheless, I decided to do something about it. Even though I was completely new to video creation, the logical option was to create a series of videos that talked about the different events that I attended, giving tips and thoughts that I felt would be helpful to anyone who's looking to up their game when it comes to business networking, and also for the hosts themselves, possibly drive a few visitors their way. Because take it from me, running a networking event is a thankless job. So that's what I did. I started reviewing events. On the whole, they were well received, people liked them, and then suddenly one day, I just stopped. Thinking back, there was a whole host of reasons. I got a bit overworked and overwhelmed work-wise. A number of the events I went to, they were fantastic events, but they just closed the doors, which made the reviews and my work completely pointless. And if I'm going to be really honest, a number of the events I went to were quite frankly awful. And knowing how hard it is to run an event, I didn't want to slate them, which is the only thing I really could have done, basically, if I'm going to be honest to you guys. And on a different point, YBW started getting a lot of traction from other lead generation methods. LinkedIn now is a huge part of our business, and I'll be discussing that in other videos if you're interested. But there was also another reason. I actually felt conflicted doing those reviews. How can I realistically review events on an equal scoring scale given the complete range and diversity of what's on offer these days? Think about it. You've got online events, you've got in-person events, you've got formal ones where you sit down, you've got meetups where you just stand around and mingle. There are big events, small events. Now, some of those small events are my favourite, by the way. How can you realistically compare one with another? It's a bit like trying to judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. So one day, I just stopped. And I need to confess, when I did that, Your Business World as an organisation has done really, really well in the meantime, which meant life kind of got in the way and I kind of forgot about them. But that problem of 18 months ago still remains. People are still not getting full bang for their buck when networking. People are still talking to me about it, and I'm having the same conversations and making the same observations that I did 18 months ago. So after talking to people who I really respect, basically we've decided that these reviews are the right thing to do. So in the words of Jeremy Clarkson, good news! The YBW networking event reviews are back. And at the start of this year, I started actively networking again, gathering information on those events, and set out a plan for 2025, which I'd actually like you to help me with at the end of this video. I'm still going to be giving tips of what I actually do to get value from each event, and I'm going to give you an overview of the events themselves so you know who those events are best suited for. And by request, I'm also going to do my best to keep, actually it's Gareth's fault this is, Gareth asked me, can I keep these videos to under 10 minutes? Which, believe it or not, is a bigger challenge than you think, given my tendency to waffle. I've decided on a new scoring or a different way of scoring for 2025, and the 5 elements are Value, do you get value for your money? Do you have the opportunity to engage? That's a big thing with networking these days. Are the numbers suitable for the event? Not, I don't want to get hung up on the biggest events or anything, because like I say, some of the small events are some of the best ones. And also I want to work on, how did I feel when I was there? I mean, if you're a regular networker, this is difficult to explain, but shall we say that sometimes you just don't get that feeling, or it's just not, you just don't want to be there. And the final one is whether I would actively return there. And also, as an added little benefit, at the end of each month, I'm going to rank every event that I've attended, whether I've reviewed them or not, and I'll be telling you what were my favourites. And I'm telling you now, in January, I went to BNI. Now, for anybody who knows me, that's going to be a fun and interesting review, and something you really should be looking forward to. Right then, I need your help. At the start of the year, I set a challenge to attend 50 different networking events in 2025, and I'm going to review them. Now, I want a complete mix of events, from large ones to small ones, paid, free, online and in person, which is a pretty hefty challenge, given that I also host personally over 50 events per year through Your Business World. So I'd like to know, which events would you like me to review? I mean, is there an event that you would like me to particularly go to and give you some tips on? Perhaps you could be a host an event and would like a bit of free publicity. I'm happy to do that as well. I'm a fellow organiser of events. I know how hard it is. Is there an event that you think is so bad that you want me to rank it as the worst ever? Oh, but no, you know what? That's a really good idea. Could I, at the end of the year, rank my best and worst events? Well, sod it, we'll do it. Anyway, we gain so much, and that's, by the way, not in the script either. Let me know in the comments, is there something you'd like me to do? And of course, it goes without saying, this is a pretty new channel, so if you could give us a bit of love and do that usual YouTube stuff, such as liking, subscribing and clicking that little bell icon so you're notified when the next reviews drop, that would be absolutely fantastic. The first review, you can already find the links to somewhere on this screen, as well as how I ranked the first events or actually ranked all the events I went to in January. And yes, as I say, BNI was one of those. Okay, that should, for anybody who knows me, will definitely put the cat amongst the pigeons, and definitely worth a view. And yes, before I forget, there are 4 networking reviews for the January events. I did go to more events than that, and they will all be dropping soon. So if you can, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon. That'll be fantastic. Anyway, all that leaves me to say is thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.